how's it going? I'm on my way to do a little job today. Well, it's already, the day's about over, but it's like 3:45, and I'm on my way to do some plowing and disking. I'm going to work on some food plots for guys. It's the first time I've ever done any food plots. It's actually the first time I've ever done any plowing, so this is going to be a new experience for me. And so I know nothing about plowing or how to set up a plow, but I've watched a few videos on it, but surely I can figure it out. And I got the Massey Ferguson. I've got a 3-bottom plow that I borrowed off the guy that owns the old New Holland dealership that's been closed down for several years now. So he let me get a 3-bottom plow to use. It's really old. It's a used one. It's not a new one. He had a new one he would sell me, but I didn't want to buy a new one. And he said he would sell me this used one if I wanted it, or I could just use it and bring it back. Well, this is the first time I've ever needed a plow, so I don't know that if I'll buy it. Maybe if I need it again sometime, I might buy it. But anyway, I've got a disc, a 3-point hitch disc on here on the trailer. And I think I already said I have a Massey Ferguson tractor. So we're on our way. We got about a 30-minute drive, and then I guess we'll unload and get started and see what happens. The place is pretty rocky. It's new ground as far as being worked. So I brought a grapple with me in case I run into some bigger rocks I need to pick up. And yeah, so I guess we'll just see what happens and see if we can get this ground worked up for this guy. All right, so I just got to here to where I'm going to be working at, and here's the Massey. I got a 3-point hitch disc here that I'm going to use after I plow. I had to do a little work on the top link connection here because I don't know, somebody had left this spacer out and they had a bolt with 2 nuts on, or 3 nuts on this end and nothing in the middle, and it was all mashed together, and then this was bent out and I had to heat it and straighten it all. But this is my uncle's disc, and he got it from somebody. I think it was just give to him, but anyway, here's the plow. This is a Ford plow, 3-bottom. Has spring-loaded trips on it, and has this little, I don't know if this is a gauge wheel. I'm not sure what the wheel is about. I'm sure y'all will tell me. But this, like I said, this will be the first time I've ever done any plowing. And shoot, I meant to get a pin, safety pin for that, but I didn't have the right top link pin, and I used a hitch pin, and I don't have a safety pin for it. I guess it'll fall out on me. I may have one in the truck. I'll go look in the truck. Anyway, get this thing unloaded. I done unchained it, and be back. First place, we're gonna do some plowing. This little area is fenced off right here. It goes down along the tree line, comes back up, and then right here, here's a little hunting house. But I think this area has been disked before for a food plot, but I don't think the other areas that I'm going to work have been messed with. But the reason I think it's been disked before is because this disc is sitting here, and I was looking at this disc and I'm like, I seen this first and I'm like, why, what happened right here? And then I noticed this here was all jacked up, and then I'm like, I wonder if this has anything to do with why this disc is tore all to pieces. I mean, that is one massive rock sitting on top of that poor disc. But anyway, it is pretty well totaled, looks like. I mean, it could probably be fixed. It needs a lot of work right here. It's not heavy enough for the weight they've got on it, and that over there would have to be repaired, but I don't know who it belongs to, so I guess it'll just stay right here. But anyway, it came from Wimmer and Son, I can see that. Alright, so let's see if we can start plowing and get started on this project. Okay, so this is the first time that I've ever stuck a plow in the ground. Man, right there's a great old big rock. I guess we won't back up no more. I want to go to low third. I'm just guessing at what to start at. And I don't know. Looks like it's going to start. Let me give it a little throttle. Too deep, I know that. I need to figure out how deep I need to be. Try like that right there. Set the depth control, and then I'm going to use the draft control. That's what I'm trying to say. I think I'm too deep. Raise up a little bit. There we go. Look, I'm just guessing here, guys. I don't know. Never done this. I don't know if it's set up quite right or not, but it looks like it's doing okay. Using the draft control to control the height. Not the height, but it's controlling how much the tractor is working. If it gets too much load on it, the draft control is supposed to automatically raise the plow up. But I mean, it looks like it's doing a pretty good job. Raise it up. I'm going to back up, start over. Okay, so that was my first run ever with a plow. And I'm looking at this. I don't know if I'm too deep or not, but it looks like I'm maybe 8 inches or so. And I've backed up and I'm getting ready to do another pull here. It's pretty steep right here where I'm at. I'm holding the camera level and you can see how the ground is going up and the tractor's kind of sitting. But I'm going to look at the plow and see if I think it's, I mean, it looks pretty level to me compared to the ground. And then you know, I don't know exactly where this is supposed, it needs to be running in relation to the tire, but I think where it's at is going to be okay. You know, I could adjust it back and forth a little bit, but not a whole lot. But anyway, we'll go ahead and make another pull here and see what happens. off to a little bit rocky start on that pool, on that last pool there. It was way too deep when I started, and I'm sure that's because the tractor was tilted over down in the rut from the last pool, the pool before, and I had to adjust, and then it came up too much. Then I adjusted, finally got it where I wanted it. But we're gonna back up and do it again. Get all this plowed under, then I'll go get, well, I got 2 other places I'm going to plow, but this one is the closest to the truck. So I was going to plow here, then I was going to go back down to the truck, get the disc, and then go across on the other side of the farm, which is pretty good ways. And I was going to get going to plow there, then switch the disc while I was there, put the disc on, disc those, and then come back by the truck, drop the plow off, and then come up here and disc this one. That's my plan. There at the end, oh, I know what happened. I'm running out of the ground. I'm not 100% sure how you plow a headland. I guess I'm not sure exactly how you do it. I'm sure somebody can tell me how to do it. I know I'm a farmer, but I'm a hay farmer, and they quit. Even when we was dairy farming, they quit plowing years before I was born, because, you know, they went to no-till corn planting and using Roundup. Anyway, they quit plowing a long time before I came around, so I never got to do any plowing and never got to see any plowing. I just know that they had a 4-bottom Ford plow with automatic trips. Had the big springs on top of it. I remember it sitting in the shed and always wondered what it would be like to pull it, but I never got to do it. Dad always said they pulled it with a 7710, and he said it pulled pretty hard, but I don't know. He said they used to plow everything that they planted in corn, so that would have been a lot of plowing. Of course, later on they got out of it. So when chemicals started becoming more main place, over plowing and tilling, and no-till come along, and so that's what happened with that. This is pretty cool, but I can see how it would be time consuming. We have a garden, but we don't ever plow it. We just till it. Till it with 1025R or 1026R, same thing, just older. And I was thinking about tilling this, but I just thought it might be it's too rocky for one thing, and the other thing, The other thing about tilling this is I could do it if I did it with the 1026. It would be pretty hard on the tractors because it's quite a bit of it, and it's really rocky. I didn't want to tear up my tiller. And then we have a little bit bigger tiller. It's like a 6-foot tiller, but still the rocks are going to be the killer of the tiller. Be the killer of the tiller. So I didn't want to. I know after I looked at it, you know, when I talked to the guy, I originally said I would till it, and after I looked at it, I just thought it would be better to plow it and then disc it and go from there. And then he's going to plant it. I'm not doing any of the planting. So, anyway, hitting a few rocks there now, but it's still doing all right. It hadn't tripped none of them. It's supposed to be spring loaded. If spring-loaded trips on, if I hit something really hard, they're supposed to break away, and then you got to back up to reset them. Now, some of them, Dad said some of the really old plows had shear pins that you had to replace, but this one doesn't have the shear pins. It's just got the spring trips, which would be better than the shear pins, because all you got to do is back up instead of having to get out and put a shear pin in. But it's doing a pretty good job. It really is. It's looking good, and I think once I run that disc harrow over it, it'll shape right up and be something he can plant pretty easily. So, all right, I'm going to do some more plowing, and then I'll check back with y'all here in a minute. All right, so I figured out what happens when it trips here. It just flips it back. It must have hit a rock. It hit a rock right here in the end somewhere, and it tripped this first plow up. But backing up has not been able to push it back, so I was going to try to push it back with my foot, and this is kind of stuck. No, man, I'm not exactly sure why it won't go. Must be I don't know. Come on, it's going. Just tight, really tight. Ugh. All right, I got the point down enough now. I believe I can stick it in the ground and back it up and get it latched back in. I couldn't ever get no traction on it on the ground the way it was up in there so high. It wouldn't ever catch. So anyway, let's go back in the tractor and see if we can get it flopped back down. All right, here we go. Backing up, backing up. All right, well, I think it engaged. It's ready to go again, I believe. We'll find out here in a minute. Back up. Start another pull. I'm about down to the briars at the bottom, but it's opening up here, so I'm going to not back down the hill as far and make another pull and just keep moving over as close as I can get to these briars. And then when we get up here, I'm just going to keep making them shorter and shorter, because the field is wider up here at the top than it is down here at the bottom. So back on up here a little more, and we'll start again. I'm not very straight. I'm kind of crooked right here. I don't know what happened, why it got so crooked, but it did. I guess it's just because I hadn't ever done it before and I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe some practice will help me get it straighter over time. Of course, who knows if I'll ever be doing this again, but I hope so. It's kind of neat to get to actually use a tractor for what it was originally built and intended to do, plow the land. It's pretty neat. 3 miles an hour seems to be a good speed for this setup right here. So anyway, and it is a pretty good load for this tractor, being you know, even though it's just a 3 bottom, you know, I'm cutting it pretty deep, and it is a pretty good load on it. So, one thing I am noticing though is it looks to me like that the front plow is doing more work than the rear plow. So I may need to adjust the top link out a little bit and get, I mean, I'm just guessing here, but to me, making the top link a little longer, I think would address that. And daggone, I hit that rock again. Right? Hit a rock again. Shoot, flipped it up. Trying to back up, reset it. You just can't get no traction on it until you get out there and kick it though. You have to get out there and kick it again. So, got one flipped up there. Alright, get out and fix that. Then I'm going to adjust the top leak while I'm out there, I believe. I also brought the grapple with me. There's a few rocks like this right here. I'm going to pick up with the grapple and dump them over the fence or something, get them out of here, get them out of the way so they don't tear up something. And then I just got to worry about the ones that are below ground, apparently. Go on down there. It's a whole lot easier to move that time. But let me adjust this top link. I need to lengthen it a little bit. That's shortening it. I'm going to lengthen it. Not a whole lot. We'll give this a shot here. I brought a hydraulic top leak with me, but I didn't know if I would need it or not. That's why I brought it. But I think this top leak's gonna be fine once I get it set where I want it. I won't have to mess with it. Went down the hill about as far as I can go. It's just getting too rocky down that way. And I've got all this. I didn't want to get any closer to the fence because there's some huge rocks over there. And now I just need to do the headlands, and I'm thinking, I really don't know how you're supposed to do it, but what I think I'm going to do is just start right here and just go at an angle, because the deer stands here. I didn't want to get real close to it. I wanted to leave just a little bit of room here, and then I'm going to just go at an angle and make it straight right here, and then I want to go back and forth till I get all this sod taken out, or not back and forth, but from here down that way, and then I'll back up and do it again until I get all this sod plowed out. And I think we'll have the plowing done here and we'll be good. So it's kind of ironic, the song playing on the radio here on Sirius XM is called Plowed. But anyway, I just got done plowing this first spot right here. I just got done with the headlands. I'm pretty happy with it. My first plowing job ever. And yeah, I think it turned out all right. So there it is. I'm gonna go grab the disc off the trailer, and I'm going to run over to the other two spots and plow them right quick, and then I'll switch to the disc and start disking. That is, if I have time to get that far today. I'll go back to the high side so I can get on back down the hill. But all right, see y'all in a bit. So I got to cross this little stream right here. I want y'all to look though. We got 5 inches of rain the other day, and it got out of its banks and washed all this stuff against this fence, and even all the way up across the road, all this road and everything was underwater. You can see where the gate caught all this trash and stuff. But we got that 5 inches of rain, but like one day after I had planted my grass seed, but it is coming up. I'm surprised it didn't wash it all away. I got oats coming up, so over there at the Christmas tree farm. I got to ford this creek right here. Right over here, there's a crossing. It was pretty deep earlier today, and it's rained some more. So guess we'll see how deep it is. Pretty steep going down in here. Woo! My plow's probably gonna drag. Yep, I'm plowing. We'll drive down in the water here. It's up to the front axle. I'm gonna have to close the door because there's a briar patch over here. And there's a river running down the little road here. That wasn't here earlier today. All that water running down this road. But it's rained quite a bit more since this morning. I brought my razor over here this morning to come up here and look at all this, see if I thought what I could do with it. And then that was when I got the idea I needed to do some plowing and disking instead of tilling. So I don't think my 1025 could cross that creek. I know it couldn't cross that creek. It'd be drowned out in there. It's too short. But I got to go out here across the side of this big hill and find this road bed we were on earlier today, and drive up it and get up to these areas I got to work on. So we'll see you there. Okay, so now we're up here at plot number 2, and it's not nearly as big. You can almost see the end of it. It goes out there and then cuts across right there, comes back. It's got a little L shape over here. I'm gonna plow up. It's not real big, but yeah, there's a shooting platform, I guess. Might have been a house at one time, but it's just a platform now. And they got this interesting plastic tank like thingamajigger here, but I'm gonna try to drag it out of the way if I can. It's about full of water, and I got a big old rock in it. So give me a minute while I get that out of the way. All right, got that thingamajigger out of my way, and now we'll get in here and get to work. Back out here to the back. This one's a little bit more level, and it's not near as steep. And there's a big pile of rocks, so I believe I'll stop right there. here we go. I'll try to do a little bit straighter job this time if I can. Maybe. A little rock right there. The old plow does a pretty good job turning that sod under. Probably ain't been used in 25, 30 years. Just guessing. I done went a little further than I was supposed to. Oops. Not by much, just a little. Back up. Try again. I better turn the radio down. We'll get copyrighted again. Got into a little bit of red dirt right there and a lot of cobblestone. Looks like. Okay. Pass number 2. Pleased with that. That looks good. So we can just keep doing that until we get to the top of the hill. I say top of the hill because the farther I move over plowing, the higher I'm getting on the hill. That front plow right there is giving me a fit. I don't know. It's got to be looser than the rest of them or something. It's not. Just not good like the rest of them. I don't know if you can adjust it some way. Then I gotta go find a rock to push on it, get it to go back. It's the only way I've seen to do it. Rock around here somewhere. Can't find the rock. Maybe I can drive it into the dirt pile over here. Come on. Come on. Come on. It does not want to go back in there. There it don't. Messing up all my pretty plowing. I see the one on the outside of the fence. I guess I'll just have to go over there and whack it over that one. So I don't know what needs to be done to strengthen the spring. Whatever's letting that one trip. Because none of the rest of them have ever tripped. It's always that front. And I'm not hitting anything really to do it. So let's see if I can whack it up this rock. Well, you gotta hit the rock before you can whack it over, right? Hold on just a second. Hold on, buddy. Whack it over the rock. There you go. I think it's in there. That's what it takes to get it back in there. You got to find a rock. And I don't know that it's supposed to be that way. It's just really tight. It's really tight going back. But it likes to pop out really easy. Off we go. Back to the... I've probably already been done now if I didn't have to do that every 5 minutes. I slowed my speed down to try to help with that, but it doesn't seem to really make a difference. rock right there, sure enough, but this doesn't seem like it's taking much to flip that very front one. And I've hit some stuff, like right there, I hit a big rock with the rear one, and it did fine, so why is the front one trip so easy? It may be because it's the leading one, I don't know. Alright, far enough. Backwards. Find a bigger gear to go backwards in. There we go, it's a bigger gear. Using third gear now instead of fourth gear. Be a little bit deep. Changing this ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. That's a little better, I think. It seemed like I was getting down in there about a foot deep or something. Didn't think it needs to be quite that much. Oh, geez, big rock pushed me out of the ground. But didn't trip nothing, so that's good. I can feel the draft control working. Occasionally, when it gets pulling hard, it'll jerk it up a little bit. I can feel it. Find that big gear again. Daggone it, get back in your groove, man. Back in your groove. Getting a little squirrely. Alright. There we go. Like a John Deere and a Massey Ferguson. Tractor's doing good with it. Tractor does real good with it. Daggone it, I've already got crooked. Might have done was adjusted the top link a little too much and got the front one in the ground too much. Alright, y'all know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna cut you off a minute. Alright, so I got the last one done down there, and then this is the, well, this is the very last one. So here it is, and it's growed up. Got a bunch of broom straw and junk up here, but I'll just turn it under. There's a big old rock I need to get out with a grapple, and I'll get that done, and yeah, I believe it'll work out all right. I'll do the discing tomorrow. I believe it's getting kind of late today, and I need to get on back to the house, get out of there. And yeah, but the plowing's going good. I actually kind of like plowing. It's kind of fun. Other than when you hit a rock and the thing trips back, that's a little aggravating. But that's just part of life. There's always something aggravating about everything. Anyway, I guess we'll see y'all with the disc tomorrow morning. See you later. Alright, I just wanted to show y'all the last field that I've done here. I did not have any trouble with the front moldboard kicking back on this last field, but I didn't really hit any rocks in this field, so it still may need some adjustment, but it did really good in this field. I mean, I just plow, and didn't have any trouble at all with it, and it was kind of fun. When things are going good, it's actually pretty fun plowing. I like it. Too bad I don't have more of it to do, but I don't. So anyway, there it is, and there it is. See y'all later.